record to this computer. Let me also share my screen so we can see what we're all looking at here. Okay, can you see my screen okay? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Um, no, I don't see any immediate setup there. It could be about, right here we do have the blues about to cross the red. We crossed up into the blue here. We did. We're kind of, hold on, let me get some arrows here. We're kind of crossing in and out here, so this isn't conclusive. This upward trend here is an early indication that we might have a reversal. But as soon as we go into this white zone here, you know me, I don't like this white zone. And also now these Bollinger Bands are contracting, so I don't like that. And we are in a downtrend, so I really don't like anything about this right now, Emma. Am I missing anything here?
No, I was just looking at um, I hadn't even looked at it. I just looked at my phone.
Yeah, I mean, we would need a lot of things to change here. We would need these to expand. We would need the crossover here. We would need to be up in this higher Bollinger Band area. And obviously we would need to be above this line here if we could. So I don't see anything that would get me excited about that. It might have been a call out from around here, Emma.
Mm, yeah,
I mean
bearish.
that was only, about 20 minutes ago because this isn't great here though. That's not great here. This is not bad here, tipping off that blue line, that red line there. The crossover here on the blue, from blue to red is okay here. We got the crossover of the blue and red here. We are in a downtrend, so we could possibly, again, I wouldn't have liked to have got in here. I might have got in at the bottom of that wick there, but certainly probably around there would be my entry. I actually wouldn't have liked this bullish engulfing candle here, but it was still in the gray zone, so we could have stayed in. Actually, we could have stayed in all the way down here. Yeah, we probably would have got out right around here. So we could have taken that. So maybe that's what Blaze called out, was that sell there.
Hmm.
That's more likely than anything recent because all of this is there's nothing there on theirs. Yeah, that would have been it. I would have been in there, and probably if I was lucky, I would have got out about there. This was a big test wick here, so I might have been lucky and got out, maybe a bit further down than that. I don't like this test wick. So anytime you see these big wicks on a fractal, that's a warning that it's trying to push down and couldn't. See here, tried to push down and couldn't, tried to push down and couldn't, tried to push down and couldn't. It's eventually going to go down there, but on that push, it's not going to do it. It's going to come down, try to push down, couldn't do it. Now we're back. As soon as we're in that white area again, that's just a no-go zone the way it's looking. And again, these are contracting, not expanding. This is just going in and out of blue and red here, so that's not doing anything. We've got the higher time frames over here on the alert panel. 15-minute and up is an uptrend. It's only the 1 minute and the 5 minute that are down. Yeah, we got very rangy in here until it broke here. And then it's been a downtrend. So it's been in a downtrend since, about 5 o'clock. So on a Sunday, even though it opens earlier, there's really nothing much happening till at least 5 p.m. That's Pacific time. So 2 hours before we get on. That's why I do it at 7 to give us a time to get some movement, a couple of hours that we can look at what's happening. But at 5 o'clock, there was some nice pips here. Certainly could have taken that. Certainly could have taken that continuation. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I didn't like any of that. Even though there was pips in it, I wouldn't have taken any of that. This one here looks good, but in reality, this candle's a 1 minute candle. By the time it's set up here, it would have shot down so quickly. You'd been lucky to get into that sell on that one. Then it went all rangy again. Popped up through the blue, but it's counter trend. Yeah, so we're back on this trend here. So, from 5 o'clock, there was, 1, 2, 3 trades that I would have taken. The other ones with the bands, with the white areas. Yeah, I would have only taken those 3. All this was range. I wouldn't have taken any of that. This was a nice run up here, but this is literally after market open here. Market open is right here. 3 o'clock Pacific. So that would have been a nice run up. It was counter trend, and it's so early that the trouble with going in this early is you got nothing to go on. See what I mean? Is that this is all Fridays back here. All this is Friday. This here is the market open right here. So you got nothing to go on to take this, and you got you would have been counter trend. So yeah, lots of pips in there. You would have made some good money, but I wouldn't have been able to take it in good conscience. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 trades there. And right now, nothing setting up. Let's have a look at gold quickly and see what we got there. Same thing, 1 minute and 5 minute down. 15 minute and above headed up. We're actually in a buy move now, but it is counter trend. But we did pop in the blue here. We had the crossover here. We had 1, 2, 3 red candles, only 1 blue, and it was in the white, so that wouldn't have been taken. Then we had 2 red candles. Then we're in the blue, but again, there's the crossover. This candle was the entry because it wicked up into the grey. But again, right now you would be in there, but you'd still be in because there's nothing to get you out. If this starts shooting down here, you might get a an area that you want to get out of. If it stays up there for a while, we're okay. Certainly with this up here, we're okay. We would need, we would probably need it to come around, retest, and then start going up. And, maybe there'd be a buy opportunity on that retest. To get that retest, preferably, I'd like to see this come down, break through the red, come down, either bounce off the blue or go through the blue and come back on. And then you could get in there, right there, and ride it up. By that time, these are going to be close. I do like that the blue here is moving away from the red. You see that? How far away it's starting to move. So when blue moves away like this, obviously we're getting much more of a bullish movement. When it starts getting closer and closer together, then the movement is going to be ending usually. So again, we've got to wait to see what happens. Let's go to Forex. Let's go to our filter here and we change A to Z to strength. The only one above 40 is NZD, JPY. Yeah, it's already made a move though. Trend is down, strength is down. We got we're going to have our macro trend arrow. Probably around here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So there's your macro trend arrow going into sell. You probably could have got in a little bit earlier around here with the crossover here. We did get an early indication we're going here. We did cross over here. So certainly even getting a little bit, you can see where, these are expanding. We're very close to the blue. We only just popped through here. We couldn't get away from it. Came back through. We've got all these blue arrows here, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 red arrows. Definitely around here was your entry, and you would have stayed all the way in it till here. You probably would have got it in here and out again straight away. Probably would have got in here. Again, you wouldn't have got many pips. You would have only got a few pips there, maybe a couple of pips there. Definitely from here down to here, you would have got pips. Nothing, 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 nothing. Yeah, entry again here. All the way down to here. If you were lucky, you would have got out there. So, around here, so you would have taken those pips as well. So actually, this would have given you a lot of pips starting at 5:40 again after 5 o'clock. If we were watching this and putting our strength up here and looking at this one here, now Euro NZD. I don't know why Euro is on. So what happens on a Sunday? We've only got Sydney and Tokyo open. So, typically you're going to be looking at NZD, JPY, AUD pairs are going to be the ones that are moving. And you can see, NZD, there's both of them here, NZD, JPY, there's Australian dollar, there's New Zealand dollar. This is an anomaly here. I don't know what this is doing in here. There's JPY again, Australian dollar again, JPY again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 7 of the top 8 feature one of those 3 pairs. NZD, JPY, or AUD. I don't know where EuroCAD came in. Euro NZD, let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah, nice. Again, there was our macro trend arrow there. Here was our heads up there that we're going up. Tried going up here, might have caught us out here, but there's where it actually flipped there. That's where a macro trend arrow was. But our entry after this crossover here, it went up through, this turned blue. Our entry was here as it went in the green on this candle here, as it went into the grey. This would have been scary, but it didn't break through the red line. So I probably would have held that because it's breaking through the trend line, coming back to try and retest it and then shooting off. So I probably would have held it there. And I would have been up here. This is a high test bar here. So if I was really paying attention, I probably would have got out about here. If I wasn't paying too much attention, I would have got out here. So let's say from here to here, you would have got pips. All of this is rubbish. Right now we're back in a re-entry right around here. But I don't like the fact that this is turning, this just hopped back through the red. Yeah, see, this would have been a break even at best. This is heading down to red. Yeah, this would have been, you might have got in and immediately out. You might have been lucky of getting a pip or two. You might have been unlucky and lost a pip or two if you were, probably the likelihood here would be break even on a scalp. This is funny because all these are uptrends except the 15-minute. What's the 15-minute doing? Well, it's just popped here, so this here should move over here any minute. And then that'll turn blue. You can't write on this side, so I can't highlight anything on this side. But yeah, if we get the macro trend arrow here, then everything will be back in an uptrend on the 15-minute. So yeah, that would have been a nice move there. Starting again. Oh, 6:50. So it was pretty late. That was just before we got on the call. That would have been a nice trade there. Is this helping everybody? Good, good, good. And that's what we do, Nicole. So when when Emma said about that Blaze call out on indices, we immediately went to the NAS to have a look at it. And, it was around here somewhere, I guess. And for our point of view, it wasn't valid. What we think might have happened is the actual call was for this trade here, because that was a valid sell and would have taken us down, to somewhere in here. So we think the Blaze was probably a slightly older one. And what happens if Blaze calls out a setup? If no one else calls out a setup, the last one in there will be that NAS. It could be in there for 1 minute. It could be in there for an hour or two. If no other call outs are made, it'll just be the last one there. So when you do see a Blaze call out, always check the time and make sure it's valid for the time you're looking at it. Because I've done that before. I've looked at Blaze and said, "Oh, there's a setup," and gone to have a look at it and thought, "What the hell are they talking about? There's nothing here," and then realized that it was 30 minutes ago.
Excuse me, I had a quick question.
Yeah,
Were we able to record this? Because there's a lot of background noise behind me.
I'm recording it and I'll drop it in the chats.
Okay. Thank
And it's
you.
on my YouTube page as well. So all my recordings in the morning, I do it at 8 a.m. now. I used to do it at 7 a.m., but I do it at 8 a.m. now. I do a mindset call on trading. And that's very
Okay.
important. You want to get on those because that's important to get your mind in the right place for trading. But every evening at 7, then we do this live trading and they're all recorded as well. They're put on my YouTube channel and they're all marked up what the date is and what they're about and everything. So if you don't
Okay.
see it in the chats, because the chats sometimes get so busy, they get lost in there, then always go to my YouTube channel
Okay.
and
Thank you.
look in there and they
I will.
will let me put that in the chat here. So my YouTube channel is youtube.com.
I'm on the second video.
You have it?
I'm on the second video there.
Oh,
Trading number
okay.
2. Yeah. But I'm gonna look
So
at the.
yeah, so you can go directly there to that. That's my YouTube channel, and you'll see it youtube.com/John Oliver AZ.
Thank you.
And then the best thing to do is subscribe because when you subscribe, every time I post one, you'll get an alert. And so, like, if you subscribe now and then, like 9 o'clock tonight, you hear an alert, it's probably the recording of this session.
I will. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna
Okay.
log off because and I'm gonna look at your because it's like a lot of background behind me.
Okay. Understand. No problem.
But thank you.
No problem. We won't be on much longer anyway. We're looking at the setups. There's nothing really setting up right now, but we'll look at a few more things and then. But I will drop this recording for you. You can have a look at it when it's a little bit quieter.
Thank you. Good
You're
night, you all.
welcome. Thanks, Nicole. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye. Um, yeah. So nothing again. This has gone dead here again, Emma. Anything else that you're seeing anywhere? Oh. Oh, we missed this one.
It didn't go high enough.
Yeah,
I went for it,
you did.
but it didn't go high enough. Yeah, no, I just went for
Yeah,
BE.
yeah, it's a bit. Yeah,
It was a
it's
bit
it's
messy.
it's too messy. It's too messy. It
Mm,
started off looking like it might go somewhere, so we had. Well, the problem is that this was way back here, which was way
mm,
too early to get in. This kind of faffed around from there to there, and again, that's the same as all this white zone here. This one, because it tipped into the grey, actually, would probably you could have entered here,
mm.
but then all this stuff here, yeah,
Yeah, I went in and out.
yeah, yeah, I mean, if you were lucky to break even, you'd been lucky on that one, actually.
Mm,
And then all this again, is all range. This is contracting here. This is not good. Even this stuff is, yeah, no, it's messy at the moment. You're right. It looked good when I first opened it, but then as soon as you analyze it, yeah, it's not good.
I thought the same thing, and then
Yeah,
I got out of it. I got out of it pretty quickly.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
So
whoa.
sometimes that happens.
Mm,
Sometimes it's funny because I'll do that with impulse and dynamic edge open, and I'll go in on impulse, switch to dynamic edge, and say, oh no, divergence. I got to get out and
yeah,
jump out straight away.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can run divergence on there on this as well. We have, well, that's convergence. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
convergence. Uh, Actually, there's no divergence on this bit at all. Yeah, no, there isn't. But I'll see it clearer on dynamic edge anyway.
Mm.
Now we might start getting we've got, let's clear all this off. We got a bounce here. We got a bounce up through here. We're now in the grey area here. Bollinger Bands are just expanding here. Everything's in and up. This might actually do something. We're a bit overbought up here though.
Mm.
Yeah, again, it's not the cleanest of entries here.
I'm hesitating on it.
Yeah, it would need to jump. Let me put my PSARs on here just to see. Oh, these Bollinger Bands being so narrow is, not too thrilled about that. We've got a cam level here. We've got a cam level here. Let me switch to dynamic edge for a minute. Hold on. What were we on? NAS.
US 30.
Oh, we were on US 30. Uh, uh, yeah, we got divergence here though.
Mm.
You know why that's on 3 minute, on 15 minute. Yeah, it might not be a bad buy though here, to be honest with you. These PSARs are outside the Bollinger Bands. These aren't, but I think this is going to go a little bit here.
Mm.
Got a crossover and RTF right here. MACD scalper right here. There's nothing stopping it here. There's our next cam level way up here.
Just the volume, probably.
Yeah, that's the problem with Sunday. It's only Tokyo and Sydney that are open. So,
Mm.
the problem without this, this is what could happen. You think it's going to go. Pink is above purple.
Mm.
But pink was below purple here. So we're due a pullback. So this may pull back and then carry on going up. Where's our higher values EMAs? Oh, they're all the way down here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't. Eventually, it's going to start pulling down and wanting to come down to these EMAs down here.
Yeah.
So I'm not too thrilled about buys here, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
Especially with this divergence here. You got higher highs over lower highs. I don't like that. This RTF
Mhm.
happened, but now the blue's turning around.
Mhm.
It could easily dip below like it did here again. If this becomes a MACD scalper and this goes up here, then everything changes. Well, there we
That's
go.
right.
There's your MACD scalper right there, but it's got to go up a lot more to start pushing this up for me. Yeah, target's up there though. It's one of those things, Emma, it's one of those things I'm awfully tempted to go in because it could well go up here. There's nothing holding it
Mm.
from going up here. I just don't like this divergence here.
And I think the volume it's hardly moving
Yeah,
really. Like it's like a snail.
you got this divergence here.
It's
And
at a
the
round number on that chart too.
Oh, that's right. Look
42.
at that. Yeah, 42.9.
Mm,
You're right. 42.9. That's
mm,
what's holding it up. You're right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't enter that. Tempting, but tempting is what gets you into trouble, not just trading.
That's right.
I
It's
have
good.
a, sorry.
Go for it. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, no, no. I was just making a joke. It's nothing important.
Yeah, it's I think it'll hit the target because it always hits the target. But
Always hits the target. Yeah.
yeah, especially when you don't take it, it definitely will hit the target. But yeah, it just depends how long you want to wait for. How many pips is it? Like 9, 10 pips.
Yeah. It could be even longer. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere between 9 and 12 before it gets up there.
Mm,
I don't like this test bar here. That's what I'm scared of. Because this
yeah.
test bar is the one that tested the big round number here.
Hmm.
And it has gone through it, but it's coming right back down again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a bit messy. All a bit messy there, unfortunately.
I like looking at both the charts though and analyzing both. That's good.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does dynamic edge say?
On dynamic edge on what?
I'm
This is
sorry, what
dynamic
does
edge.
what does impulse say?
Impulse says, yeah, see, oh no, that's, hold on, let me get out of NAS. Yeah, see, I've got a cam level on impulse here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. Look at the number there. We were at
Mm.
42.9 on our other charts. This is at 43.1.
I was going to ask you about that. It seems like each of the charts are different. So even when I do Blaze, the numbers that it gives me are not similar to my broker.
Yeah. Well, they're broker specific. So
Mm.
depending on what the broker is that Impulse pulls their information from, it's obviously
Hmm.
not the same. So here, um, this broker I use on TradingView is 8 which is an Australian
Hmm.
broker, and
Yeah.
that closely resembles my broker that I actually take trades on. So that's why I use 8
Hmm. Yeah.
Impulse, is wildly off from where my broker is. So I'm just really looking at the patterns and the levels and the cam levels and the PSARs and everything else rather than big round number. The big round number I switch to either dynamic edge and I can see it, pretty much here, 4902. And if I go to trading view, pretty much, blimey, this is way off too. 4902 is way up there. Look at that.
Mm.
I'm going to have to change 8 because that's way off now. All right, that's my homework for tonight to change that to get back to. Hold on, let me have a look at. Let me have a look at my. What number am I at? This is down. 40. 42,879. No. So yeah, so I need to be on this. So my broker right now is at 42,877 and this is 42,877. So that's why I have this one up, because it matches the broker that I use.
Makes sense.
But yeah, you do have to be careful about that, because James will often call out big round numbers using impulse, but it's nothing like a big round number that I have access to on the other ones. So I really have to look at the structure of it to see where we're at. Yeah, you got a lot of structure along this R3 here. Going back here, lots of wicks here. Lots of wicks here. Let's take those off for a minute. There's a wick here. Structure here, and obviously structure here. Yeah, so this R3 is quite the resistance. Tried to break through here and couldn't. Tried to really break through here and couldn't. Tried to break through here and couldn't. So this is the third time. So very often we need 3 attempts to break through, and on the third attempt is when it's actually going to break through. And if you go back to dynamic hedge, it's still slowly but surely getting towards that target again. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet against it hitting it. Still divergent though, so I don't know. Still got this divergence here. Yeah, it's divergent from here to here as well. Even from this little one here. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't take that just because I'm expecting it to turn down any minute. Big round number hitting the cam level. Although it's not hitting my cams on this. Just check on Trading View. Yeah, my cams on Trading View are nowhere near it either. So I don't know why the impulse cams are right there. That's weird. And these cam levels are all equidistant. There's something wrong with these. These are all equidistant. This one's further apart, but these are all equidistant. The S4 is a bit further apart. Huh. Oh well. Let's have a quick look at NAS. Have a quick look at gold. Oh, blimey, we missed that, didn't we? How did we miss that? Wow. There's a crossover right there. Crossover right there. That was your heads up right there. You would have stayed in all that until there. Wow. How come we miss that? Were we not looking at gold? Oh dear, that was the move of the night and we missed it.
I think the same thing happened last week. We were looking at something else. We actually need to have a chart up, I reckon, next time.
Well, that's
Next
what I
class.
I usually have my friend Tony on, and he always has gold up, so he can call that out. But he had to take his kid back to his mum tonight, so he couldn't get on. Oh man, he cost me money. I'm going to tell him he owes me. Oh well, there'll always be another train coming. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that trade at all. See, this is the TSI at the bottom that comes up from when you add it on uh, impulse. It's not a very good one. Here's a zero line here. It doesn't really have an overbought and oversold line on here. I don't know why I have it on really. It really doesn't add anything that these two doesn't give me.
Is it there to like kind of keep you in the trade or
Yeah, I mean, again, when the blue is above the red, um, it's something, but it's not that much different from the blue above the red here. It shows a little bit earlier, the crossover here, which is like right here. Um, but it didn't really cross the zero line till here, which is about where it crossed on impulse right here. So that equals that crossing the zero line. So to my mind, the TSI doesn't give me much that the impulse doesn't already give me. James likes the TSI, and so he will have it on his charts. I put it on impulse to see if it made a difference, but I don't think it really does because it mirrors too closely the blue and the red secondary trend lines here. I think I'll take it off actually. I don't need it. Yeah, there's something wrong with these cams. These aren't right. For some reason or other. Yeah, that was the trade of the day right there. My God. Well, let's see where it was. At 26.45 to 26.52. That was a nice. Let's have a look at Aurus. They were calling a sell on that. It's weird. I don't like Golden Zone. I like Golden Watch better. This is the 15-minute. Let's have a look at the 5. Wow, yeah. 26.45 up to 26.55. Wow. We do have some imbalances here. These are got to be filled. This one's already been filled as far as I'm concerned. So when we get a signal here for this to, if it rejects off this line, then these are the levels it's going to come down to. Tighten these up a little bit. So on the 1 minute, you often can't see the imbalances. That's why you got to do it on the 5 or the 15. There's an imbalance here, but this has already been filled here. And there's a little imbalance there on the 1 minute. little imbalance there, but it's got to get through all these first before I would worry about that one down there. And didn't show up on the 5 minute either. So we're right in the area of interest here, which obviously is, one of our one of our levels here, 26.55. So it's gone through a little bit. We've got to see what happens. But if it turns down, then it's got lots of targets to hit. Could still keep going up as well. What's the dollar doing? This big drop down. Now we're rangy. Yeah, look, dynamic edge called it right here. 713. Yeah, and a hopper here. 718. Dang, this was a peachy little trade here we missed.
Wasn't looking at gold. Bugger.
And oh well. It is a nice setup though. Got the cam levels here, so it did stutter a little bit here, went through. Might come back and retest it and then carry on. This looks like it's about to cross here. We do have divergence again. Divergence here. Some divergence on the backside here, although we got a little MACD scalper thing. Yeah, I think that could have been the run. Now we're going to see maybe a turnaround here. So I'll have to look that. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Time to go, Emma. Time to go. So thank you very much for being on, and I appreciate you. I'm glad that you could make it. Hopefully you got something out of that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Good. So that we can definitely didn't take many good trades there though, but we saw some good setups outside. This was the one we missed though for sure. So
Mm.
never mind.
We won't miss it again.
We won't
We'll
miss it
look
again,
next
that's
time.
for sure.
All right.